All right, so I have noticed that in a lot of like chat forums, some places like Reddit, YouTube, a lot of people are trying to figure out Chadley report number three, which is called Stagger effect number one, um, and how it reads as far as what it's telling you that you need to do in order to complete this Chadley report. All right, so I'm going to make a video and I'm going to demonstrate what you're going to need to do 10 times in order to complete this so you can get first strike materia. And it's possible to get that first strike materia the very first time that you encounter Chadley. Well, not the very first time. The first time you encounter him, he'll give you assess. Then you have to assess two different enemy types. And then when you talk to him again, which is going to be about 5 minutes later, maybe, then you can get first strike materia. Um, so let's see here. With that, what you're going to have to pay attention to is your ATB gauge and the enemy stagger gauge. And I'll go over what the game tells you you need to do in order to complete this report. But what you read on the screen is completely wrong. And you may try to stagger an enemy and then use braver or triple slash or whatever 1,000 times over. And none of them will register to that report. You'll just end up killing the enemy. And along with killing the enemy, you're missing another chance to complete the report. All right, so what you're going to have to do, particularly mainly with Cloud, I would say, and I'll explain how you can do the same thing with, say, Tifa and Barrett, but really don't bank on it. Okay, so here's the thing. You want to stagger an enemy, and at the point where you stagger them, you do not want both of your ATB gauges to be completely full. Because, again, you don't want to end up killing the enemy. Because what you want to do is switch over into Punisher mode and fill the ATB gauge off of attacking the enemy while the enemy is staggered. So I will demonstrate that here 2 times against just the basic dogs, and then I'll show again against the sweeper. So yeah, against the dog, you will see me stand there. I will wait for the dog to attack me. To make this easier, I am on easy mode just so I could speed it up, but it doesn't matter what the difficulty is. It's still the same goal for you. All right, so I will stand there in Punisher mode and I'll hold R1 so when the dog pounces at me, I'll counterattack and stagger the dogs. Now the dog is staggered and my ATB gauge, I should have one full bar just off of that one attack because it staggered him. Now I will take a couple of whacks at the security officer that'll be standing there. Then I'll go back to the dog in Punisher mode and continue filling up my ATB bar. Ideally, you want to fill it completely. You want to fill both bars completely. And when you fill a bar, that counts as 1 out of the 10 times you need to do this. All right, so let me hop right in here. As you see, I'm a minute and 28 in on this save just to get to that point. But even my main save, I'm not even far in, but I have it done already on this manual save here. It's already done on that account, and I haven't even reached chapter 3. All right, so let's go. Whoops.
Get him, boy! All right. Gotcha. Get ready. It's over. Hey! Looks like you're next.
All right, so that's 1.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna do the same thing here.
I found one. All right.
All right, so he missed me that time.
Here we go. Sloppy. Shit.
And now that I filled up my ATV, I can go ahead and just use Braver to finish the dog off faster.
Brace yourself. Nothing to it.
Okay, here's another dog. So I'll do the same thing. This one is a little bit more tricky because I gotta try to counter the dog without killing the two security officers.
This way. Should be easy. No holding back. Get ready. See ya. It's over. Need a light?
Alright,
Not
so
bad.
if you take a look at that again, when I staggered the dog, if I would have stayed in Punisher, I would have been able to fill up both ATV bars off of that dog because the first ATV bar was not completely filled at the point of staggering him.
Okay, let's see what's up next. And it's more of the same. Come on then. You're doing good, soldier. Pretty easy.
Okay, so I just did a little trick there where I ran through the light beams. So I'll scale this back a little bit just to show that in case someone wants to see it. I don't know for what purpose, speed running, whatever. Okay, so down
Another
here
scratch. Now,
we'll
on to the
see
objective.
the sweeper. And like I said, I want to not have Cloud's ATV full at the point of it staggering, but this time I get to use Barrett to help. Alright, so let's go.
Look,
Ha! We can take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with...
Alright, so as you see, I wanted to time my attacks right so I can use the triangle attack with Barrett, which would give Barrett an ATB bar so he can use Thunder, and I use Focus Strike at the same time just to get it staggered. Now, as you see, if I hit triangle, I'll go back to operator mode, so I'm already in Punisher.
That should give us an opening.
Now let's fill it up. Alright. So
What are you, 20-something?
First.
while I have to do this,
Soldier first class.
while I need to do that a total of 10 times, I just filled up 2 bars on the sweeper. And I'll get to fight another sweeper, and then you also have the Scorpion Sentinel as far as this chapter is concerned. So that was 2, and I already did 3 dogs. So we're halfway there already. Generally, I got all 10 done on the way out of here when I see the second sweeper. But sometimes I'm able to get it done doing the Crab Scorpion, Crab Sentinel. But sometimes that first stagger, his stagger goes so fast that you're not really, sometimes you don't even get a chance to get an attack in on it while it's staggered. It's so fast. So that's that, and here's a look at how the screen will tell you what you need to do.